Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to our virtual VFIT workout of the day. To get us started out today, we're going to start out like we do usually. We'll start out with our full stationary warm-ups, our bodyweight squats, our reverse lunges, leg kicks, crossovers, rolling V-sits, all the good stuff. Once we finish with that, we're going to go through a quick upper body warm-up here. We're going to go 3 rounds of the following exercises, all right? So first things, we're going to bend over at the waist. We're gonna do a bent over YTW, so hands out underneath the shoulders, thumbs pointed up. We go 10 Ys, 10 Ts, and 10 Ws. Once we finish with that, we're gonna go right into a eyes closed single leg balance. So we're balancing on one leg. Make sure you're pushing that big toe into the ground. The opposite foot is off the ground. We're gonna close our eyes and we're gonna hold it here for 5 breaths. After we finish our single leg balance, we're going to do a 2-way band pull apart. So first way is just going to be a regular overhand band pull apart for 20. Then we're going to flip our hands, have our palms facing up, and we're going to bend over at the waist. We're going to do our underhand bent over band pull apart, and we're going to get 20 there as well. The last thing that we're going to have, we're going to drop down to the ground. We're going to do our hand release push-up. So hands in a push-up position, we're going to come down. Once your chest hits the ground, you're going to release the hands up, driving the elbows straight back, and press back up. We're going to have 5 hand release push-ups. All right, again, so starting at the top, our 10 Ys, Ts, and Ws, our eyes closed single leg balance for 5 breaths on each side, our 2-way band pull apart, overhand, and bent over underhand for 20 each, and then we'll go to our 5 hand release push-ups. We'll get 3 rounds of that, and then we'll get right into our first series here coming up next. All right, guys, so for our next series here, we're just gonna need a bench on an incline and a pair of dumbbells, all right? So it's gonna be a 2-part series here. First thing is gonna be a 3-way dumbbell press. So I'll show you how we're gonna do that. We're gonna have 10 reps each way. So you can start out with the dumbbells on your lap, you roll back, you press them both up. We're gonna have 10 single arm presses from here. So you can keep one side up and you're gonna get 10 single arm presses on one side, and you get 10 on the other side. After you finish 10 on each side, you're gonna drop down, you do 10 with both. So again, 10 one side, 10 the other, 10 with both, all right? Make sure you pick a weight that you're keeping into account that you're gonna end up doing 20 total reps with both sides. Once we finish with that, we're gonna flip over, we're gonna go our chest on the bench. We're gonna do 15 chest supported rows. The only caveat here is that every 5 rows, you're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. So it's 15 total holds, or 15 total rows with 15 total seconds of holding. So you go 5, and then a 5-second hold. Then you do your next 5, and then a 5-second hold, and then your last 5, and then do a 5-second hold. And that will constitute 1 round. So again, 3-way dumbbell press, 10 single arm, 10 single arm, 10 double. Our chest supported rows, 5 rows, 5-second hold, 5 rows, 5-second hold till we total 15 total rows and 15 total seconds of holding, and we're gonna get 4 rounds here, right? So once we finish that, we're gonna go right into our second part here, and we'll get a quick sip, and I'll show you what we got next. All right, guys, so welcome to our supplemental series here. So we're gonna do a little bit of overhead pressing here with a different row variation today, all right? So I'll explain both things that we're gonna do. First thing, we're gonna take a pair of dumbbells. We're gonna do a seated Arnold press. So all it means is your palms are gonna start out facing you. You're gonna rotate out, press up overhead, back down, and back to center, right? Try not to just rotate through the wrist and rotate all the way through the shoulders on every rep. We're gonna call it 10 to 15 reps here. Once we finish that, we're gonna go onto the bench. We're gonna do what's called a bird dog row. So if I'm rowing with my left hand, my left knee is gonna be on the bench, my right foot is gonna be back off and out like I'm doing a bird dog, and the weight is in my opposite hand. We're gonna row right to the rib cage, and we're gonna get the same idea here, 10 to 15 on each side. So our Arnold presses, 10 to 15, and then our bird dog rows, 10 to 15 on each side, and then we're gonna get another 4 rounds here, right? So make sure that we're taking our time here, we're picking a weight that we can maintain our intensity throughout the entire time, right? Once we finish that, I believe we have a little bit of an arm pump coming up next. All right, guys, so our next series here, like I said, is gonna be a little bit of an arm pump. We're gonna have 3 rounds. We're gonna go 30 seconds of work of each exercise. We're gonna go one right into the next for 4 consecutive rounds, all right? So I'll kind of explain each workout, and then like I said, we're gonna go 4 rounds of 30 seconds of each exercise. First thing, you can do the seated or you can do the standing. We're just gonna do a lateral raise, slight bend in the elbow, raising up to about shoulder height, and back down. You go 30 seconds of lateral raises. From there, we're gonna do a front raise, same idea. Slight bend in the elbow, raising up the hands to about shoulder height. We're gonna go 30 seconds of frontal raises. Then we're gonna do a dumbbell curl for 30 seconds, just trying to pump it out. Doesn't really matter how you do it. You can keep the palms facing you, you can rotate, whatever you're more comfortable with. You just gotta go for 30 seconds. Our last thing that we're gonna do, we'll hit the ground and we'll do a push-up or a modified push-up, whatever you can do, for 30 seconds of trying to get as many reps as you can, right? Once you finish a full round of that, maybe shake it out, take a little breather, and then get right into your second round, right? Again, we're going 30 seconds of lateral raises, 30 seconds of front raises, 30 seconds of curls, and 30 seconds of push-ups, and then we're gonna get 4 rounds here. Once we finish our 4 rounds, we got a little bit of core to finish us off, and then we are done for the day, all right? Let's stay tuned and let's get those abs in. All right, guys, so to finish us off here, we're gonna have a little bit of an ab series. We're gonna go 3 rounds. We're gonna go 20 reps of each exercise, all right? First thing we're gonna do is just gonna be a sprinter sit-up. So the feet are out, we're sitting up, going opposite arm, opposite leg. You're gonna go 20 total reps there. So 20 total reps or 10 each side, however you wanna count it. Once you finish your 20 sprinter sit-ups, you're gonna lay back, we're gonna get the feet up, straight as you can. As you can see, I'm very immobile. Reaching out, we're gonna have 20 toe reaches, and then we're gonna go right back to our sprinter sit-ups. We're gonna get 3 total rounds here. Take as much of a break as you need. Again, 20 sprinter sit-ups, 20 toe reaches, 3 total rounds. Once you finish with that, guys, we are done for the day. Great stuff today, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.